one of the 7 natural wonders of Africa. A land where the resonant roars of lion prides reign supreme, where millions of migratory travelers trek across the acacia plains in search of fresh pastures. The Mara River flows as a stage for intense survival struggles as wildebeest brave its waters, confronting massive crocodiles lurking below. Serengeti, the cradle of human life, the closest you'll ever come to Africa's pristine wilderness. Welcome to wild Serengeti, rulers of Ndutu, Grumeti, and Olduvai. Serengeti is the vibrant stage of the Big Five, the giants of the savannah with incredible adaptability to thrive in a harsh yet mesmerizing ecosystem. These include lions, the kings of the grasslands, dominating the savannah with their strategic pack-hunting prowess. Meanwhile, leopards, the solitary hunters, take advantage of tall trees and rocky kopjes to stealthily stalk their prey. Then there's the largest land animal, the elephant, and the rhinoceros, majestic giants gradually fading from the natural map due to poaching. Lastly, the formidable buffalo, powerful herd dwellers capable of standing their ground against fierce predators like lions. These iconic creatures all call Serengeti home. Together with hundreds of thousands of other species, they form the endless circle of life in Serengeti, making it the ultimate stage of wildlife. Here, every moment captures the raw beauty of nature and the dramatic struggles of survival. Serengeti means endless plains in the Maasai language. This land is not just a haven for wildlife, but also a symbol of the harmony between nature, geography, and time. Situated on the inland plateau of East Africa, Serengeti spans an awe-inspiring journey of over 12,000 square miles, connecting the magnificent landscapes of Tanzania and Kenya. From the short grass plains stretching like an endless carpet to ancient kopjes rising like natural fortresses, this region boasts not only majestic beauty, but also a deep geological history. The plains slope gently from the eastern highlands, where the Ngorongoro crater stands tall at an elevation of 11,929 feet, down to Speke Bay at Lake Victoria, just 3,018 feet above sea level. This variation in elevation creates unique microclimates that contribute to the ecological richness of the area. This transformation began millions of years ago, driven by the powerful movements of the Earth's crust that caused the tectonic plates of East Africa to drift apart. It is part of the renowned Great Rift Valley, a geological fault system that has shaped not only Serengeti, but also a vast region of the African continent. Africa, the ancient continent with a history stretching back more than 4 billion years, has undergone millions of years of weathering, eroding towering mountains and leaving behind sprawling plains and gently rolling hills. Serengeti is a prime example of this process, with the exception of areas associated with the East African Rift Zone, where geological activity continues to this day. Volcanoes like Kilimanjaro, Mount Kenya, and Mount Meru serve as striking evidence of this region's geological youthfulness. Meanwhile, the Ngorongoro crater, a prominent feature of Serengeti, was formed when a massive volcano collapsed, leaving behind a vast basin teeming with life. Although it is not entirely extinct, most of the surrounding volcanoes erupted during the region's geological history. The East African volcanoes have played a critical role in shaping the land of Serengeti. When volcanic ash and particles blanketed the eastern region, they created a unique soil rich in minerals such as sodium, potassium, and calcium. The eastern plains, with shallow soil due to the formation of caliche, crystalline salt layers, became an ideal environment for the growth of short grasses, feeding millions of grazing animals. In contrast, the northwest and forested areas receiving more rainfall have soils from which salts have been washed away, resulting in deeper, more fertile soil that supports the growth of acacia and baobab trees. Beneath the soil and volcanic ash lies a massive granite foundation formed by magma chambers during the Precambrian era, providing the bedrock of Serengeti. To the west of Serengeti, near the Mugumu-Seronera Road, ancient rock layers are exposed. These layers extend beneath the central and southern hills, where they shape a complex ecosystem. To the east, granite and quartz dominate the hills and kopjes, creating a distinctive landscape compared to the western corridor, where alluvial deposits have formed nutrient-rich soils, fostering robust vegetation growth. Major river systems, such as the Mara River, Grumeti River, and Mbalaget River, have carved deep into the Serengeti landscape, providing an essential lifeline for its wildlife. The Mara River, originating from Kenya's Mau Forest, is the only river that flows year-round within this ecosystem. Other rivers, like the Grumeti, become vital gathering points for animals during the dry season, when water becomes the most precious resource. The dense riparian forests along these rivers offer shelter and food for many herbivore species, contributing to the diversity and balance of this remarkable ecosystem. Serengeti is not only celebrated for its sprawling grasslands, but also revered as the cradle of humanity. On the southern edge of this land lies Olduvai Gorge, an incredible window into our ancient past. Fossils uncovered here, particularly those of Homo habilis, reveal that our ancestors lived in Serengeti over 2 million years ago. The discovery of primitive stone tools alongside human fossils tells the story of a time when early humans began to understand and shape the world around them. As our distant ancestors evolved, Serengeti became home to many tribes over time. Among them, the Maasai have left the most profound legacy. They arrived in this region around the 15th century, migrating from the Nile River Valley. With their herds of livestock, the Maasai not only relied on nature, but also lived in harmony with it. Their grazing herds, moving across the vast plains like the wildebeest and zebras, contributed to the ecological balance by supporting the natural nutrient cycles of the ecosystem. Serengeti has not only been a home to humans throughout history, but also a sanctuary for preserving the natural behaviors of wildlife. In 1951, Serengeti was officially declared a national park, paving the way for the conservation of one of the world's most unique ecosystems. By 1981, Serengeti was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, underscoring its global significance. Its vast grasslands, winding rivers such as the Mara, and Grumeti, and iconic kopjes rising from a sea of green have become enduring symbols of Africa's untouched wilderness. Serengeti is a land where life's rhythm is measured by the rains and the grand cycles of migration. With annual rainfall averaging between 20 and 40 inches, Serengeti experiences two main rainy seasons. The short rains arrive from November to December, while the long rains span from March to May. The eastern Serengeti is typically drier, whereas the west and south receive more rain, resulting in distinct variations in vegetation and habitats. Average temperatures range from 68 degrees to 77 degrees, though they can occasionally climb to 90 degrees, adding to the challenges faced by the region's inhabitants. Serengeti's ecosystem is home to over 2 million hoofed animals and more than 70 large mammal species. In the skies above, over 500 bird species take flight, adding vibrant colors to this unique world. Across the boundless plains, where the horizon merges seamlessly with the sky, millions of animals live and move in an eternal cycle of life and renewal. Interwoven short and tall grasses form a green carpet across the plains, sustaining millions of grazing herbivores. Baobab trees, known as the trees of life, stand tall in the landscape, offering water, food, and shelter to many creatures. Towering acacia trees with their iconic umbrella-shaped canopies provide shade under Africa's scorching sun, becoming an unmistakable emblem of the savanna. Each year, the Great Migration sees over 1.5 million wildebeest, 200,000 zebras, and 500,000 Thompson's gazelles embark on a journey in search of fresh grass and clean water. This migration is not only one of the world's greatest natural wonders, but also vital for the health of Serengeti's ecosystem. As the herds traverse the plains, they leave behind footprints not only on the land, but also in the food web, redistributing nutrients and stimulating the growth of vegetation. It is a balanced natural system where every creature, from the smallest grazers to the most powerful predators, is interconnected and dependent on one another. Serengeti is a theater of nature, where every creature and every plant plays a role in the endless cycle of life. From the roar of lions at dawn to the graceful flight of birds across the vast sky, every moment is part of a magical story that only Serengeti can tell. This is not just a land, it is a symbol of life, balance, and the enduring power of nature over millions of years. Amid the arid eastern lands of Serengeti, Olduvai Gorge lies silent, narrating millions of years of Earth's and humanity's history through every inch of soil and every block of stone. This approximately 30-mile-long gorge, with an average depth of 295 feet, is the result of intense volcanic activity over millions of years. The crater highlands surrounding Olduvai Gorge are home to ancient volcanoes, including Oldoinyo Lengai, an active volcano that last erupted in 2013. From here, ash and lava have spread across the plains, painting a complex yet vibrant natural landscape. Fossils of Homo habilis, an ancient human ancestor dating back roughly 2.1 million years, have been discovered along with the primitive stone tools they once used. Nearby, fossils of Paranthropus boisei, another hominid species, have also been found, dating back around 1.8 million years. These discoveries have transformed our understanding of human origins, revealing that this region was where our ancestors began their evolutionary journey, learning to harness natural resources to survive and thrive. Not only Homo habilis, but evidence also indicates that Australopithecus afarensis, an even older ancestor, walked this land nearly 4 million years ago. Olduvai Gorge, often referred to as the cradle of humankind, not only preserves human fossils, but also ancient plant and animal specimens. The sedimentary layers here are like a giant geological book, chronicling the evolution of Serengeti's environment and ecosystem over millions of years. This is why scientists continually return to the area, seeking clues about how humans evolved and adapted. The landscape of Olduvai Gorge has been shaped not only by geological activity, but also by climatic changes over millions of years. According to recent studies by the Smithsonian in 2023, climate shifts during the Pleistocene epoch created a diverse environment where grasslands intermingled with shrublands. This was an ideal setting for hunting and gathering activities, allowing hominids not only to survive, but also to flourish. The sedimentary layers here record traces of ancient lakes, where large animals like elephants, hippopotamuses, and buffalo once roamed. These animal fossils not only showcase the richness of prehistoric ecosystems, but also provide evidence of the close relationship between humans and the animals around them. In this area, ancient hominids learned to track herds, hunt, and utilize every natural resource available to them. Today, the landscape of Olduvai Gorge still bears a striking resemblance to its ancient past. Vast grasslands dotted with acacia and baobab trees continue to provide habitats for many animals, just as they did millions of years ago. Birds like the secretary bird and lilac-breasted roller glide across the blue skies, while grazers and predators maintain their natural cycles. The story of Olduvai Gorge, told through its layers of soil and fossils, continues to inspire and remind us of our origins and the enduring bond between humanity and the planet we inhabit. The landscape of Olduvai Gorge exudes a rugged yet vibrant beauty, characterized by semi-arid grasslands interspersed with shrubs like acacia and commiphora. Tall acacia trees, with their wide canopies, provide shade and nourishment for large herbivores such as elephants and giraffes. Smaller commiphora trees, with their smooth bark and aromatic oils, serve not only as a food source, but also play a vital role in the shrubland ecosystem. The expansive grasslands are home to smaller herbivores like zebras and gazelles, forming a balanced and complete food chain. The primary water source in Olduvai Gorge is the Olduvai stream, a small yet crucial lifeline for sustaining life in the region. The stream nourishes riparian vegetation along its banks and provides an essential water source for wildlife. Herds of buffalo, wildebeest, and lions frequently gather around the stream, creating a quintessential scene of the African wilderness. The stream also plays a significant role in maintaining soil moisture, supporting the growth of grasses and shrubs in this arid environment. An intriguing aspect of the Olduvai ecosystem is the vital role played by insects, particularly dung beetles. These small yet mighty creatures contribute significantly to recycling nutrients in the soil. A single dung beetle can process up to 13 pounds of animal dung daily, helping to clean the environment and enhance soil fertility. Their relentless activity creates a natural recycling loop, where animal waste is transformed into nutrients for plants, sustaining the entire ecosystem. Tourism is another essential facet of Olduvai Gorge, drawing over 20,000 visitors annually to explore and discover its wonders. However, human presence has influenced the behavior of some wildlife, particularly predators such as lions and hyenas. Studies show that these animals tend to alter their hunting and movement patterns to avoid human interaction. Efforts towards sustainable tourism management are underway to mitigate these impacts, ensuring the Olduvai ecosystem remains intact for future generations. Olduvai Gorge, the arid yet vibrant land in eastern Serengeti, is where the striped hyena showcases remarkable adaptation and plays an indispensable role in the ecosystem. The evolutionary journey of the striped hyena, hyena, began over 10 million years ago, when the Hyenidae family branched off to produce a smaller but more resilient hyena species. As one of the last remaining descendants of this family, they represent a unique evolutionary lineage, with a global population estimated at fewer than 10,000 individuals as of 2023. Only about 15% of these are found in East Africa, including the Olduvai Gorge region. Striped hyenas are primarily nocturnal, using the cover of darkness to traverse vast landscapes. Unlike spotted hyenas, striped hyenas tend to be solitary or live in small groups of 2 to 4 individuals. They often scavenge for food, relying on their ability to detect carrion from a distance, though they can also hunt when necessary. Their exceptional digestive system allows them to consume bones, decaying meat, and organic materials that most other species cannot process. During the dry season, from June to October, when water becomes scarce and the Olduvai stream becomes a focal point for wildlife, striped hyenas face significant challenges. Conflicts over resources are common, especially as they compete for food or water with other predators. According to a 2023 National Geographic study, interspecies conflicts at Olduvai have increased by 20% in recent years, primarily due to intensified competition during the dry season. At Olduvai Gorge, particularly during the dry season from June to October, water becomes the most precious resource. Streams like the Olduvai stream gradually dry up, leaving behind cracked earth and small, isolated pools of water. As the largest land animal, standing up to 13 feet tall and weighing over 12,000 pounds, the African elephant must not only meet its enormous daily food requirements, but also overcome significant challenges in locating water. In such conditions, African elephants rely on one of their most powerful and versatile tools, their trunk, which extends over 6 feet. Composed of more than 40,000 muscle bundles, the trunk is a multifunctional tool used for drinking, gathering food, and most importantly, digging for underground water. In dry ravines, elephants detect moisture in the soil, then use their trunks and feet in coordination to dig deep, uncovering precious water holes that not only sustain themselves, but also benefit other species. The water holes created by African elephants become lifelines for many surrounding animals. From zebras and gazelles to birds like the African fish eagle, all rely on the elephant's ability to access underground water. This behavior highlights their ecological role as natural engineers, helping to sustain the water cycle in this arid region. Each waterhole serves not only as a place to quench thirst, but also as a focal point for life, supporting the delicate balance of Olduvai Gorge's challenging ecosystem. With a daily need for approximately 50 gallons of water, elephants must travel dozens of miles each day to locate water and food. Using their exceptional memory, they recall the precise locations of past water sources, ensuring the survival of the entire herd through the dry season. During their journeys, they consume up to 300 pounds of vegetation daily, ranging from grass and leaves to bark. Their strong tusks, which can grow up to 10 feet long, allow them to strip bark from acacia trees and break branches to access hidden nutrients, resources unavailable to most other animals. In the dry season, as scarce water sources become gathering points for numerous large animals, conflicts are inevitable. Large elephant herds often compete with lions, buffalo, and even hyenas to secure the water they have found. However, with their immense size and the solidarity of the herd, African elephants typically dominate these encounters, ensuring their survival through the harshest months. In the vast landscape of Olduvai Gorge, where arid ravines intertwine with semi-arid grasslands, the towering silhouette of the Maasai giraffe, reaching up to 20 feet, stands as a graceful and powerful symbol. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, this species is currently listed as vulnerable. The primary threats are habitat loss due to agricultural expansion, climate change, and illegal hunting. The global population of giraffes has declined significantly, making regions like Serengeti vital strongholds for their survival. The evolutionary journey of the Maasai giraffe spans millions of years, tracing back to a common ancestor of modern giraffes. This evolution endowed them with long necks and tall legs, a remarkable advantage allowing them to reach the highest leaves that no other animals can access. This survival strategy has enabled them to compete successfully and thrive in the woodlands and expansive grasslands of East Africa. Today, Maasai giraffes are primarily found in Tanzania and Kenya, with a notable presence in the Serengeti, the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, and Olduvai Gorge. This region, with its small streams and shrubs such as Acacia tortilis, provides an ideal habitat for the species. Well adapted to drought conditions, they can survive even in the harshest environments where water and food become scarce, particularly during the dry season. At Olduvai Gorge, giraffes spend much of their time feeding. Using their long necks and flexible tongues, which can extend up to 18 inches, they pull branches closer to their mouths and delicately nibble on green leaves. Acacia tortilis, with its broad canopy and sharp thorns, serves as a primary food source. However, the sharp thorns are no challenge for them. Their thick, dark tongues and tough lips allow them to easily strip leaves while avoiding injury. An adult Maasai giraffe can consume up to 75 pounds of leaves daily to meet its massive energy requirements. Their impressive height not only grants them access to exclusive food sources, but also provides a critical advantage in detecting danger. With a wide field of vision, they can monitor their surroundings and spot predators such as lions or leopards from a distance. When threatened, giraffes use their long, powerful front legs to deliver formidable kicks, strong enough to deter even a lion. However, the role of Maasai giraffes extends beyond their survival. By feeding on the higher canopy, they help regulate the overgrowth of shrubs like Acacia tortilis, preventing them from dominating the ecosystem. This allows lower vegetation to flourish, maintaining a balance between grasslands and woodlands. As they move through forests, giraffes also assist in seed dispersal, fostering new vegetation growth and improving soil quality. As the morning sunlight bathes the expansive grasslands, the silhouette of the Grant's gazelle stands out against the arid terrain. With a compact and agile build, they are symbols of speed, resilience, and adaptability to harsh environments. Each stride they take seems to synchronize with the heartbeat of this dry land, highlighting their indispensable role in the Serengeti ecosystem. The evolutionary journey of the Grant's gazelle has shaped them into a perfectly adapted species for survival in challenging environments. Ancient fossils from East Africa reveal that their ancestors gradually adapted to semi-arid habitats, developing swift running abilities and a lightweight frame, weighing only about 90 to 180 pounds. Their curved horns, ranging from 12 to 14 inches in length, are a defining feature, serving both as a means of defense and a symbol of strength and dominance within the herd. In Olduvai Gorge, they are often seen moving along valleys and open plains, where abundant food and wide spaces allow them to unleash their speed. This environment, with sparse vegetation and shrubs like acacia, provides the ideal conditions for the survival and growth of this gazelle species. Grant's gazelles are versatile animals, typically moving in herds of 10 to 30 individuals. They are calm grazers, spending most of their time feeding on grass and low shrubs during early mornings and late afternoons, avoiding the intense midday heat. Their diet mainly consists of nutrient-rich grasses and drought-resistant shrubs. During the dry season, when food becomes scarce, they shift to consuming tougher or dry vegetation, extracting moisture from their food to reduce their reliance on drinking water. Speed is the Grant's gazelle's most powerful survival weapon. With the ability to run at speeds of up to 50 km/h, they can easily outrun formidable predators such as cheetahs, lions, and hyenas. When pursued, they employ a zigzag running strategy, making it difficult for predators to keep up. Their large eyes and keen ears help them detect danger from afar, while the cohesion within their herd serves as the first line of defense, increasing the survival chances of the group. In the Olduvai Gorge ecosystem, Grant's gazelles play a crucial role in maintaining natural balance. By grazing on grass and low shrubs, they help control the overgrowth of vegetation, preventing shrub encroachment into grasslands. The areas they graze often become prime spots for new vegetation to grow, creating favorable conditions for other wildlife. They are also a vital link in the food chain, providing a source of nourishment for large predators. Southeast of Serengeti, Ndutu unveils a vibrant natural wilderness amidst Africa's arid environment. At an average elevation of about 4,000 feet above sea level, this area is a vast plain blanketed with nutrient-rich basaltic soil from ancient volcanic eruptions. Volcanic ash from the Ngorongoro highlands has transformed the land into a fertile region, providing an ideal foundation for the growth of short grasses and a unique ecosystem. Despite limited water resources, the southeastern plains are home to millions of wildlife. The drought-resistant short grasses thrive and serve as the primary food source for herbivores such as wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles. These endless grasslands not only sustain vast herds of herbivores, but also maintain the natural food chain, supporting predators like lions, cheetahs, and hyenas. In the arid and harsh environment of the southeastern plains, adaptability is key to survival for wildlife. One of the most remarkable examples is the bat-eared fox, whose large ears not only enhance its hearing, but also help dissipate heat efficiently. This fox feeds primarily on insects, especially termites and beetles. According to a 2023 study by NCBI, a single bat-eared fox can consume up to 1.15 million insects annually, helping to regulate insect populations and contributing to soil fertility by controlling natural decomposition processes. Ndutu is also distinguished by its seasonal lakes, such as Lake Ndutu. Although these lakes exist only for a short period, they play a crucial role in providing water for wildlife. During the rainy season, from November to May, water accumulates from heavy rains, creating an ideal habitat for both herbivores and predators. Wildebeest and zebras often gather around the lake to drink, while predators like cheetahs and lions take advantage of the opportunity to ambush their prey. In the southeastern plains and Ndutu, Thompson's gazelle finds its ideal habitat among short grasslands, open soil, and sparse vegetation. This region, situated at an elevation of approximately 4,000 feet above sea level, provides an abundance of nutrient-rich green grass during the rainy season from November to May. When the dry season arrives and food becomes scarce, Thompson's gazelles migrate in large herds to areas with more abundant vegetation, often traveling alongside major migratory species like wildebeest and zebras. With their compact bodies weighing only 35 to 65 pounds and standing at an average height of 2.3 feet, these gazelles are symbols of agility and exceptional adaptability. Over millions of years of evolution, Thompson's gazelles have developed a body perfectly suited to surviving in harsh environments. Their long, slender legs with powerful muscles enable them to reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, making them one of the fastest animals in the world. This speed is not only a vital survival tool, but also a result of a long evolutionary history where agility determined life or death. Thompson's gazelles typically live in small groups of 10 to 50 individuals, but during the breeding season they may gather in larger herds. Their organized movement and high vigilance are key strategies to minimize predation risks. Each individual acts as a lookout, helping the herd detect predators from afar. When danger is near, they employ zigzag running tactics, leveraging their exceptional speed to confuse predators like cheetahs, which excel at acceleration but lack stamina. In the Serengeti ecosystem, Thompson's gazelles play a central role in the food chain. They are a crucial food source for major predators such as lions, cheetahs, and hyenas, particularly during the calving season, when their young are especially vulnerable. The young, with their pale brown fur and distinctive black stripes, often hide in the grass to avoid detection. This camouflage strategy significantly increases their chances of survival during the first few weeks of life. Thomson's gazelles' feeding behavior benefits not only their survival, but also the broader ecosystem. They primarily consume short, nutrient-rich grasses, but can switch to low shrubs or dry grasses when necessary. Their ability to extract moisture from food allows them to survive in water-scarce conditions, reducing their reliance on direct water sources. This trait is a significant advantage in the arid environment of Ndutu, where water becomes increasingly rare during the dry season. By grazing on grass and low shrubs, Thomson's gazelles help control vegetation overgrowth, creating space for new plant growth. This maintains a balance between grasslands and shrublands while improving soil quality, supporting the development of other animal species. In the radiant light of the rainy season, as the grasslands of Ndutu don a fresh green hue, herds of plains zebras ripple across the vast landscape. Approximately 200,000 zebras gather in Ndutu during this time. Their black and white stripes, a striking and unmistakable pattern, are not only aesthetically unique, but also hold significant biological value. These stripes are believed to help camouflage them from predators by creating visual confusion when moving in herds, and may even reduce attacks from harmful insects. Plains zebras are widespread across East and Southern Africa. However, in the southeastern plains and Ndutu, they find an ideal habitat. The short grasslands and low vegetation at an elevation of approximately 4,000 feet above sea level provide abundant food sources. The rainy season from November to May brings approximately 20 inches of annual rainfall, rejuvenating the vegetation and attracting around 200,000 migrating plains zebras to the area for feeding and breeding. Plains zebras exhibit a complex social structure, typically organized into small herds led by a dominant male, accompanied by several females and their offspring. During the breeding season, these smaller herds often merge into larger groups, forming an extensive social network. Unlike wildebeest, which concentrate their breeding within a short period, plains zebras employ a year-round breeding strategy. This helps them avoid competition for food and reduces pressure on natural resources. A female zebra's gestation period lasts 12 to 13 months, with each pregnancy resulting in a single foal. Newborns are able to stand and walk within hours, allowing them to quickly integrate into the herd and increase their chances of survival in the harsh environment. In the Ndutu and southeastern plains ecosystems, plains zebras play a critical role as primary grazers. By feeding on taller grasses, they create access for other herbivores, such as gazelles, to shorter grasses. Their grazing behavior also prevents overgrowth of vegetation, maintaining the grasslands in a balanced and stable state. Additionally, their droppings enrich the soil and provide habitat for various insects, contributing to the ecological nutrient cycle. The survival of plains zebras in the challenging environment of the southeastern plains depends on their exceptional survival skills. With running speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, they are adept at evading predators like lions and cheetahs. When attacked, zebra herds employ chaotic movement patterns to confuse predators, while adult zebras often encircle their young to shield them from harm. Beyond speed and herd organization, their symbiotic relationship with other migratory species, such as wildebeest, is a crucial strategy. Plains zebras often lead the way in locating fresh grasslands, while wildebeest excel at identifying water sources, forming a mutually beneficial partnership. For wildebeest, Ndutu becomes the stage for some of the most critical moments in their wild lives: the calving season. The blue wildebeest is known as one of nature's greatest migrators, with over 1.5 million individuals participating in the Great Migration across Serengeti and Masai Mara. The journey begins in Ndutu from January to March, where lush green grasses following the rainy season provide the perfect setting for a remarkable event: the calving season. During this period, more than 500,000 calves are born at an astonishing rate of over 8,000 births per day during the 3-week peak. This is not only a pivotal moment in the life cycle of the blue wildebeest, but also a defining time for many other species within the ecosystem. Synchronized calving is a survival strategy for this antelope species. Approximately 80% of blue wildebeest calves are born in Ndutu, creating a phenomenon known as a predator swamping effect. This strategy overwhelms the hunting capacity of predators such as lions, cheetahs, and hyenas, increasing the overall survival chances of the calves. However, not all of them will survive. Around 40% of the calves fall prey during the calving season, and only about 60% manage to survive their first year. This intense survival pressure reflects the harsh realities of nature, where every individual must fight for survival every moment. From the moment they are born, blue wildebeest calves display incredible survival instincts. Within minutes, they can stand and move with the herd, minimizing the risk of being left behind. This agility is a crucial factor that significantly enhances their survival chances during the perilous early days of life. Wildebeest herds move in large groups, creating chaotic movement patterns that make it difficult for predators to single out a specific target. Under the golden sunlight of the Serengeti, a cheetah streaks across the grasslands. Its powerful, graceful strides resemble a dance of speed and strength. With a body optimized for velocity, it is the fastest land predator, a living testament to nature's remarkable adaptability. In ancient times, cheetahs roamed vast territories across Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. However, climate change and habitat loss have confined their range primarily to Africa's grasslands and open woodlands. In Serengeti, particularly in Ndutu, cheetahs find an ideal habitat with low vegetation and open spaces. The grasslands here, situated at an elevation of around 4,000 feet above sea level, are home to herbivores such as Thompson's gazelles, Grant's gazelles, and blue wildebeests, which form the primary diet of cheetahs. With a hunting success rate of approximately 50%, cheetahs outperform many larger predators such as lions, whose success rate hovers around 30%. This efficiency is partly due to their focus on smaller prey, which poses less risk of retaliation and is easier to take down. A typical hunt begins with a cheetah stalking its prey from close range, often within 200 feet. Once a target is chosen, the cheetah bursts into action, chasing down weak or isolated individuals. With an ability to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in mere seconds, the cheetah is the fastest land animal on Earth. This unparalleled speed is supported by a finely tuned body structure. Long, muscular legs provide powerful thrust, while a long tail acts as a rudder, helping maintain balance and execute agile turns during the chase. Semi-retractable claws offer a firm grip on the ground, much like spikes on a runner's shoes. A lightweight yet sturdy skeleton minimizes drag, enabling them to sustain high speeds over short distances. A chase rarely lasts more than 30 seconds, as high-speed pursuits deplete their energy rapidly. After taking down prey, cheetahs must eat quickly or drag their kill to a safe location to avoid scavengers like hyenas or lions. This constant threat forces them to develop keen awareness and avoidance strategies to protect their hard-earned meals. By hunting small herbivores, cheetahs help regulate their populations, preventing overgrazing that could harm vegetation. At the same time, they are an integral part of the food chain, providing nourishment for scavengers and secondary predators. Their presence helps maintain ecological balance and contributes to the Serengeti's biodiversity. However, cheetahs face numerous threats today. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, they are classified as vulnerable, with a global population of only around 7,000 individuals. The primary challenges include habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and intense competition with larger predators. In Serengeti, conservation efforts focus on protecting natural habitats and mitigating conflict through community education and sustainable resource management. As the sun sets over the Serengeti grasslands, the thunderous roar of an adult male lion echoes across the plains, exuding a sense of absolute power. It is not just a declaration of dominance, but a compelling reminder of the presence of a species that symbolizes strength and the balance of nature. With a robust physique averaging 280 to 420 pounds in weight and a body length of up to 8 feet, lions thrive in a harsh yet vibrant ecosystem. The low grasslands, scattered shrublands, and expansive open spaces form an ideal habitat for these majestic predators. The lion population in Ndutu has shown significant growth thanks to relentless conservation efforts. As of 2024, the lion population in the area has increased by 15% compared to 2020, a promising sign for the future of the species. Lions in the southeastern plains typically live in prides, forming tight-knit social groups of 10 to 15 members, sometimes reaching up to 20 or 30. A typical pride consists of several adult lionesses, their cubs, and 1 or 2 dominant male lions. The lionesses take on the primary responsibilities of hunting and raising the young, while the lion defends the pride and its territory from potential intruders. This social structure not only enhances hunting efficiency, but also provides strong protection against threats from rival lion prides or competing predators like hyenas. Living in prides, lions face battles not only with prey or competitors, but also among themselves or with rival prides. An adult male can control a vast territory, marking it with roars that can be heard up to 5 miles away. Fights for control over a pride among males are often intense, with the outcome determining the preservation of strong genetics and the pride's survival. As the only big cats with a social lifestyle, lions employ complex hunting strategies designed to maximize success in a highly competitive environment. Their primary prey includes zebras, wildebeests, and occasionally buffalo. Despite their strength, lions' hunting success rate is only about 30%, much lower than that of cheetahs. This is largely due to their focus on larger prey, which can offer strong resistance. The lionesses often work together, using low vegetation for cover and coordinating to approach prey from multiple directions. When close enough, they launch a sudden ambush, targeting weaker or isolated individuals. For large and strong prey, such as buffalo, male lions may assist the pride during hunts, bringing their superior strength and weight to bear. A large prey like a buffalo can feed a pride of more than 10 members. The dominant male feeds first, followed by any other males in the pride, if present. The lionesses eat next, and finally, the younger lions and cubs take their turn. Unlike lions, African wild dogs, also known as painted dogs, are among the rarest and most enigmatic predators in this ecosystem. With a global population of only about 6,000 individuals, the species is listed as endangered by the IUCN. Their fragile existence is attributed to environmental pressures and intense competition with larger predators such as lions and spotted hyenas. In the past, African wild dogs had a widespread range across Africa, including Serengeti. However, they became extinct in Serengeti National Park in 1992 due to pressures from poaching, disease, and fierce competition with other species. In Serengeti, conservation programs are working to restore the population through reintroduction efforts, protecting natural migration corridors and reducing human-wildlife conflicts. The Ndutu area provides an ideal open landscape for African wild dogs to maximize their hunting abilities. Low grasslands, scattered shrublands, and a semi-arid climate form a distinctive environment where their prey, such as Thompson's gazelles, Grant's gazelles, and wildebeests, are frequently present. With a light body, weighing an average of 44 to 66 pounds and standing around 30 inches tall, African wild dogs embody agility and endurance. They can travel continuously over long distances, covering up to 12 miles daily while searching for prey and evading threats. The pack behavior of African wild dogs is one of their most defining characteristics, setting them apart from other predators. A typical pack consists of 6 to 20 individuals, with only one dominant breeding pair. Their high level of social cooperation helps them overcome challenges that solitary predators struggle to manage. Adult members not only hunt, but also share food with pups and weaker or injured packmates. Their hunting skills are optimized for stamina and efficiency. With speeds reaching up to 44 miles per hour and the ability to maintain high speeds over long periods, they are some of the most persistent hunters in nature. They operate as a team with individual roles such as leading, intercepting, or directly attacking the prey. Unlike lions, which rely on ambush, African wild dogs employ a pursuit strategy, chasing prey until it is exhausted before making the kill. Their hunting success rate reaches up to 80%, higher than most other predators, thanks to their seamless coordination and strategic selection of prey. In Ndutu's food chain, African wild dogs play a crucial role in controlling herbivore populations, preventing overgrazing, and maintaining ecosystem balance. Prey left behind after a hunt becomes a valuable food source for scavengers like vultures and jackals, sustaining the continuous cycle of the ecosystem. Beyond grasslands, the saline lake systems like Lake Ndutu and Lake Masek serve as vital lifelines for wildlife and essential sanctuaries for migratory birds. As dawn blankets the waters of Lake Ndutu, thousands of lesser flamingos gracefully move across the lake's surface, reflecting a gentle pink hue in a scene of living art. These flamingos travel in large flocks, covering hundreds of miles in search of saline lakes with conditions suitable for feeding and breeding. The range of the lesser flamingo is primarily concentrated in East Africa, particularly in saline and alkaline lakes rich in minerals such as Lake Natron, Lake Ndutu, and Lake Masek. These unique environments, characterized by high salinity and alkalinity, deter most predators while providing ideal conditions for the growth of spirulina, a blue-green algae that forms their primary diet. The saline lakes of Ndutu, with their muddy shores and shallow waters, play a crucial role in the lesser flamingo's breeding cycle. Here, they build mud nests, small elevated mounds, to protect their eggs from water and extreme temperatures. Lesser flamingos possess remarkable survival skills. Their specialized feeding apparatus filters blue-green algae and bacteria from saline waters, turning substances inedible to most species into abundant energy sources. Their legs and skin are highly resistant to the harsh conditions of saline and alkaline environments, enabling them to thrive where few other species can. Through their feeding habits, flamingos regulate algae and bacteria growth, preventing eutrophication in these waters. Additionally, the social behavior of lesser flamingos is a testament to their adaptability. They exhibit strong bonds within flocks, communicating through vocalizations and gestures to maintain cohesion and unity in ever-changing environments. As the morning sun illuminates Lake Ndutu, the shimmering golden crest of the gray-crowned crane catches the light, creating a scene of unmatched elegance. Known by various names such as golden-crested crane, African crane, Kavirondo crane, or crested crane, this bird symbolizes the harmonious blend of beauty and ecological function. The grasslands, shallow lakes, and wetlands of Ndutu serve as more than just a habitat. They are a stage for the birds' dazzling courtship dances and ingenious survival strategies. Grey-crowned cranes inhabit much of East Africa, thriving in regions abundant with vegetation and shallow water. At Ndutu, with its saline lakes such as Lake Ndutu and the surrounding wetlands, the cranes find an ideal environment for feeding and breeding. These shallow lakes, rich in silt and aquatic plants, provide abundant food, including grass, seeds, insects, and small amphibians. As part of the Serengeti migratory bird corridor, these wetlands also support over 450 bird species, contributing to the area's extraordinary biodiversity. Standing at about 3.3 feet tall and weighing 7 to 8 pounds, grey-crowned cranes embody both grace and strength. Their radiant golden crest, resembling a natural crown, makes them stand out in any landscape. Their large black and white wings, with a wingspan of up to 6.6 feet, enable them to soar effortlessly over vast terrains. Unlike other crane species, grey-crowned cranes can perch in trees thanks to their uniquely structured claws, giving them an advantage in finding shelter and vantage points. During the breeding season, grey-crowned cranes display unique social and symbolic behaviors. Their courtship involves intricate dances, featuring graceful leaps, resonant calls, and elegant wing movements, rituals essential for forming strong pair bonds. After courtship, they choose shallow waters or wetlands to build their nests. Using reeds and aquatic vegetation, they construct elevated mounds to protect their eggs from water and extreme temperatures. Each nest typically contains 2 to 5 eggs, and both the male and female share responsibilities for incubation and raising the chicks. Grey-crowned cranes are dietary generalists, an adaptation that allows them to thrive in dynamic environments. Their diet includes both plant and animal matter, from seeds, tubers, and grasses to insects, frogs, and small crustaceans. Using their strong legs, they stir up water or overturn leaves to uncover hidden insects and small animals, a crucial survival skill in Serengeti's variable conditions. The ecological role of grey-crowned cranes in Ndutu and the southeastern plains is noteworthy. They help control insect populations, facilitate seed dispersal, and maintain ecological balance in wetland ecosystems. Their presence also serves as an indicator of environmental health, as the species relies on high-quality wetlands for survival and reproduction. As a vital part of the ecological cycle, grey-crowned cranes are not only consumers but also key players in the food chain. However, grey-crowned cranes face significant challenges. The species is classified as vulnerable by the IUCN, with populations declining due to habitat loss, resource exploitation, and climate change. Wetlands like Lake Ndutu and nearby areas are under threat from agricultural expansion, unsustainable tourism, and diminishing water resources. Protecting these habitats is critical not only for the survival of the grey-crowned crane, but also for the entire ecosystem that depends on these wetlands. This giant reptile, with a body length of up to 20 feet and a weight exceeding 2,000 pounds, stands as a vivid testament to exceptional adaptation and survival in harsh environments. Rivers are not merely habitats for Nile crocodiles, but also the stage for their brutal hunts. particularly during the wildebeest migration, when millions cross these waters during the annual rainy season. The evolutionary history of the Nile crocodile stretches back millions of years, with ancestors dating to the Jurassic period approximately 200 million years ago. This extensive evolution has equipped them with powerful jaws, armor-like skin, and the ability to remain submerged for extended periods. These traits have allowed them to endure numerous climatic and environmental changes, making them one of the largest reptiles still in existence today. In the Western Corridor, where the Grumeti River winds through grasslands and scrub forests, Nile crocodiles find an ideal habitat. The river provides fresh water, shelter, and abundant food from migrating herds. Its deep, muddy channels and bushy banks serve as perfect hiding spots for their ambush-style hunting. Stable water temperatures also help them regulate their body heat, conserving energy for sudden and powerful hunting bursts. As the migration begins, the Grumeti River becomes a natural barrier that wildebeest herds must cross. This is when Nile crocodiles showcase their precise hunting skills. They silently lurk beneath the water's surface, with only their eyes and nostrils visible above. With powerful muscles and an impressive bite force of up to 3,700 pounds per square inch, they strike with lightning speed, grabbing prey and dragging it underwater. Their infamous death roll, a rapid spinning motion, allows them to tear apart their catch efficiently. During each migration season, it is estimated that crocodiles in the Grumeti River kill over 6,000 wildebeest, playing a significant role in Serengeti's natural food chain. Despite this, about 60% of the migrating herds successfully cross the river, highlighting the fierce competition between life and death in the wild. Nile crocodiles are not only formidable predators, but also masters of survival. They can survive without food for months, relying on energy reserves stored from prior large meals. Their ability to endure prolonged fasting, combined with their remarkable resilience, enables them to withstand periods of food scarcity. Their flexible bodies, deep diving capabilities, and tough, weather-resistant skin protect them from environmental hazards and rare predators. As apex predators, Nile crocodiles play a crucial role in controlling populations of herbivores such as wildebeest and zebras, preventing overgrazing that could damage vegetation. Prey left behind after hunts becomes an essential food source for scavengers, ensuring the flow of energy within the food chain. Their presence sustains natural balance and promotes biodiversity in the region. The Grumeti River is not only home to the Nile crocodile, but also a stage for intense survival interactions between them and the hippopotamus. The hippo holds a unique position in the Western Corridor's ecosystem. Weighing up to 3,300 pounds, it is the third largest land animal on Earth. Unlike the more docile giants like elephants and rhinos, hippos are both aggressive and vigilant, profoundly influencing their surroundings. The evolutionary history of hippos links them to semi-aquatic animals from millions of years ago. Despite their dissimilar appearance, they share a close evolutionary relationship with whales and dolphins, tracing back to a common ancestor approximately 55 million years ago. This lineage has equipped hippos with remarkable adaptations for freshwater environments. Short, powerful legs allow them to move effortlessly on land and underwater, while their thick skin provides protection from sunlight and environmental hazards. Hippos inhabit sub-Saharan Africa's rivers, lakes, and wetlands. In the Grumeti River, they congregate in deep, calm stretches, where the water cools their bodies and safeguards their young. The river also serves as a migratory corridor for various species, particularly during the wildebeest migration, creating a resource-rich environment. Hippos contribute to maintaining the river's flow by creating pathways through bushlands, ensuring the water doesn't stagnate during the dry season. While they share the same environment, the relationship between hippos and Nile crocodiles is fraught with tension and competition. With their massive size and tusks up to 20 inches long, hippos can easily injure crocodiles if threatened, especially when protecting their young or water sources. However, beyond unavoidable conflicts, the two species coexist relatively peacefully as long as territorial boundaries are respected. The social structure of hippos adds complexity to their behavior. A typical herd includes one dominant male, several females, and young, sometimes totaling up to 20 individuals. Dominant males assert control over territory through threatening displays, such as opening their mouths wide to showcase their tusks or producing resonant vocalizations. Although they spend most of their time peacefully submerged, territorial disputes among males can be violent, often resulting in severe injuries or even fatalities. Hippos are herbivores, consuming an average of 90 pounds of grass daily. At night, they leave the water to graze along riverbanks or venture into bushlands. The trails they create during their nightly foraging not only support their survival, but also serve as pathways for other animals, ranging from small mammals to apex predators like lions and leopards. The ecological role of hippos is crucial in maintaining balance within their habitat. Their dung, deposited directly into the water, enriches freshwater ecosystems with nutrients, fostering the growth of microorganisms and small aquatic species. This nutrient boost sustains fish and invertebrates, driving the aquatic food chain sustainably. Meanwhile, their movement disturbs soil and grass, creating opportunities for new plant growth, which benefits the broader ecosystem. The challenges faced by migratory herds after crossing the Grumeti River, braving the ferocity of Nile crocodiles and hippos, are far from over. Along the riverbanks of the Grumeti in Serengeti's western corridor, the chilling yet raucous laughter of spotted hyenas echoes through the air. This eerie sound has earned them the nickname Laughing Hyena. During migration season, as wildebeest traverse the Grumeti River, this area becomes a stage for dramatic survival battles. Weak or injured antelope often become prime targets for spotted hyenas, leading to inevitable clashes with lions and Nile crocodiles. While crocodiles dominate the waters and lions reign over the terrestrial food chain, spotted hyenas stand out with their intelligent hunting strategies, unity, and remarkable strength. With a hunting success rate of up to 70%, far surpassing the 30–40% success rate of lions, spotted hyenas are among the most efficient predators in Serengeti's ecosystem. They hunt both independently and collaboratively, focusing on weak or injured prey. Capable of running at speeds of up to 37 miles per hour, spotted hyenas can chase prey over long distances and bring them down through collective strength. A clan of spotted hyenas can range from 10 to 80 members, led by a dominant female. Hyenas often attack in groups, leveraging complex cooperation and communication to hunt or steal carcasses from other predators. Spotted hyenas claim about 20% of the kills made by lions in this region. This ability stems not just from their numbers, but also from the courage and strength of individual clan members. In confrontations with lions, spotted hyenas rely on their numerical advantage and flexible attack strategies. Although lions are larger and have stronger bites, hyenas possess incredibly powerful jaws with a bite force of up to 100 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush the bones of large animals. This enables them to utilize every part of a carcass, even when only bones and cartilage remain. These encounters typically end with one side gaining dominance through superior numbers or strategy. Beyond their role as hunters, spotted hyenas are the ecosystem's most efficient scavengers, contributing significantly to environmental health. By consuming animal carcasses, they prevent the spread of disease and recycle nutrients back into the ecosystem. This role enhances the sustainability of the Serengeti ecosystem, especially in densely populated wildlife areas like the Western Corridor. High in the skies above the Western Corridor and along the Grumeti River in Serengeti, the expansive wings of the Ripple's vulture stretch wide, embodying the faithful guardians of the wild ecosystem. This vulture plays a critical role in maintaining ecological balance in a region teeming with life, yet fraught with competition. With their remarkable efficiency in nature's cleanup, they are vital players in keeping Serengeti pristine, navigating the constant cycle of life and death. Belonging to the Old World vulture family, Ruppell's vulture has evolved unique features such as a long, featherless neck and a sharp, hooked beak. These adaptations allow them to access the soft tissues inside carcasses without getting dirty or contracting infections. Their broad wings, with a wingspan of up to 8.5 feet, enable them to soar effortlessly over vast areas, conserving energy. This ability not only helps them cover extensive territories, but also ensures survival in arid regions where resources are scarce. In the Western Corridor of Serengeti, particularly around the Grumeti River, Ruppell's vultures capitalize on the abundance of carcasses from large animals like buffalo, wildebeest, and zebras. During migration, many animals fail to cross the river, providing a plentiful food source for the vultures. The still waters and wide sandbanks of the river serve as focal points for wildlife activity, becoming the stage for Ruppell's vulture's critical role as nature's cleanup crew. Their extraordinary flight abilities are unparalleled, with records showing that Ruppell's vultures can reach altitudes of up to 37,000 feet, the highest of any bird species. With exceptional eyesight, they can spot carcasses from over 4 miles away, quickly descending to begin their work. A flock of Ruppell's vultures can strip a wildebeest carcass clean within 30 minutes, showcasing not only their efficiency, but also their vital role in maintaining environmental hygiene. By swiftly removing carcasses, they prevent the proliferation of bacteria and viruses, reducing the risk of diseases such as anthrax and pasteurellosis. However, their existence in this harsh environment is not without challenges. Rupel's vultures often face fierce competition from other scavengers, such as hyenas and even lions. Disputes over carcasses are common, with the vultures relying on their numbers and patience to claim their share. Once larger predators leave, the vultures move in, using their hooked beaks to tear apart and consume the remaining scraps. Their robust digestive systems allow them to process bacteria and toxins that most other species cannot handle. The role of Rupel's vulture extends beyond mere cleanup. They recycle nutrients back into the soil, fostering vegetation growth. This is especially crucial in the Western Corridor, where fertile grasslands must be sustained to support large migratory herds. Their actions indirectly nourish the entire ecosystem, from microorganisms to megafauna like elephants. Despite their critical role, Rupel's vulture faces severe threats. Listed as endangered by the IUCN, their population is declining sharply due to habitat loss, poisoning from veterinary drugs, and hunting. Conservation programs in Serengeti focus on protecting ecological corridors and raising awareness about the importance of scavengers in maintaining a balanced ecosystem. In the western corridor of Serengeti, where the Grumeti River meanders like a ribbon of green, marabou storks stand silently along its banks. These towering birds, with wingspans reaching up to 12 feet, dominate the skies as if overseeing the flow of life in this wild expanse. Known as the Undertaker bird, their eerie appearance matches their critical role as nature's cleanup crew. The marabou stork is one of Africa's largest birds. Standing up to 5 feet tall and weighing an average of 20 pounds, they possess distinct features perfectly suited for survival in harsh environments. Their long, featherless necks prevent contamination while feeding on carrion, and their broad wings enable efficient long-distance flight. These adaptations, combined with their resilience, have cemented their dominance along rivers and across Serengeti's vast grasslands. The Grumeti River is the lifeblood of the region, offering water and abundant food for predators, especially during migration. Many animals that fail to cross the river become a rich source of nourishment for marabou storks and other scavengers. The river's sandbanks and shallow waters provide ideal spots for feeding and nesting. Marabou storks are highly social birds, often gathering in large flocks at carcass sites alongside vultures like Rupel's vulture. Although renowned for their carrion-eating habits, they are opportunistic feeders, hunting insects, rodents, and even small birds when necessary. This diverse diet ensures their survival even in resource-scarce conditions. With their strong, elongated beaks, they can tear through large carcasses or catch small fish from shallow waters. At carcass sites, they wait for larger predators like lions or hyenas to finish before moving in. This patience minimizes conflict and ensures they can access food without unnecessary risk. Their long, sturdy legs allow them to wade confidently in shallow waters, while their keen eyesight helps them spot prey or carcasses from afar. Marabou storks play a vital role in maintaining environmental hygiene by consuming carrion and other waste materials. Their exceptional digestive systems can handle bacteria and toxins that most other species cannot, preventing the spread of diseases. By cleaning up carcasses, they help recycle nutrients back into the soil and water, supporting the growth of vegetation and the overall ecosystem. Unlike the arid grasslands of the south, the northern region of Serengeti, particularly Lobo, boasts a diverse and vibrant landscape. This area features a blend of sprawling grasslands and dense bushlands, especially striking after the rainy season when the vegetation bursts into life. The gently rolling hills and lush greenery not only enhance the region's captivating beauty, but also provide vital habitats for a variety of iconic savanna wildlife. Each year, from September to October, northern Serengeti becomes the stage for one of nature's most awe-inspiring events, the reverse migration. Millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles, having grazed contentedly on fresh pastures, return to Tanzania from Kenya, traversing the verdant plains of Lobo as they continue their journey south. After feasting on the rich grasslands of Masai Mara during the dry season, these herds head back to Serengeti, anticipating the arrival of the rains. Lobo features a unique terrain characterized by acacia and comifora woodlands, interspersed with expansive grasslands. These resilient trees, well adapted to drought, provide shade and abundant food for large herbivores such as elephants, buffaloes, and giraffes. Meanwhile, the lush grasslands attract vast herds of wildebeest and zebras, creating ideal hunting grounds for predators like lions, leopards, and cheetahs. Additionally, spotted hyenas play a crucial ecological role in this area, scavenging carcasses and maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. On the endless grasslands of northern Serengeti, herds of Cape buffalo stand resilient, thriving in the face of harsh environments and voracious predators. Cape buffalo herds here often range from 50 to 500 individuals, creating a majestic and dynamic spectacle. With their impressive size, an adult Cape buffalo can weigh up to 1,100 pounds, stand 5 feet tall at the shoulder, and measure up to 10 feet in length. Their powerful curved horns serve not only as effective weapons of defense, but also as a proud emblem of their species. The evolutionary roots of the Cape buffalo trace back millions of years to the African savanna. As a member of the Bovidae family, they share lineage with antelope and bison, but surpass them in endurance and adaptability to harsh conditions. Cape buffalo grazing behavior significantly contributes to maintaining ecological balance. Primarily grass eaters, they also consume young shrubs, helping control the overgrowth of vegetation. This prevents shrub encroachment on grasslands, preserving ideal habitats for a variety of plant and animal species. An adult Cape buffalo can consume up to 35 pounds of grass daily, while their copious dung plays a crucial role in nutrient recycling, enriching the soil. The strength of Cape buffalo lies not only in their formidable size, but also in their resilience and robust defense mechanisms. Their thick, sturdy horns are highly effective in warding off predators. When threatened, they are not hesitant to use their power to fight back, making them one of the most challenging prey for predators in Serengeti. Male adults, often acting as protectors, are willing to sacrifice themselves to defend weaker members of the herd. The herd behavior of Cape buffalo is key to their survival in this challenging environment. Unity and tight organization within the herd offer protection against major predators such as lions and hyenas. When attacked, Cape buffalo herds often form a defensive circle, with adults on the outside creating a shield around the vulnerable calves at the center. Cape buffalo also demonstrates smart survival strategies. During the dry season, they cluster near water sources where vegetation remains sufficient to sustain large herds. In the rainy season, when lush grasslands stretch far and wide, they expand their range to exploit new food sources and reduce internal competition. Under the ethereal moonlight illuminating northern Serengeti and the Lobo region, the sleek yet commanding silhouette of the African leopard emerges among the trees and kopjes. This enigmatic creature, with its striking beauty and exceptional survival instincts, embodies the delicate balance of nature in this wilderness. While lions dominate the expansive grasslands, leopards carve out their niche by thriving in bushy woodlands and rugged terrain to hunt and survive. The evolutionary history of the African leopard spans millions of years, showcasing its perfect adaptation to diverse environments, ranging from dense forests to arid deserts. As a member of the Felidae family, leopards inherit the genetic traits of big cats, but with greater agility and versatility. An adult typically measures 3 to 6 feet in length, excluding the tail, and weighs between 90 and 150 pounds. Their pale golden coat, marked with distinctive black rosettes, not only highlights their elegance, but also provides exceptional camouflage, allowing them to seamlessly blend into their surroundings. The African leopard's range extends across sub-Saharan Africa, with northern Serengeti and Lobo offering ideal habitats thanks to diverse terrain and landscapes. The kopjes, with their rugged structures and crevices, serve as perfect shelters, protecting leopards from larger predators like lions and providing vantage points to observe prey. Nightfall marks the leopard's prime hunting hours. As darkness cloaks the land, they move silently among trees and rocky terrain, using their superb night vision to hunt without direct competition from other predators. Leopards are solitary hunters, relying on stealth and strategy to secure their meals. Their hunting success rate ranges between 30 and 40%, higher than lions but lower than cheetahs. Common prey includes impalas, gazelles, warthogs, and occasionally larger animals like zebras. Their ambush tactics involve approaching prey silently and pouncing with powerful precision. Once they bring down their prey with a strong leap, leopards use their muscular strength to hoist the carcass into trees. This behavior not only safeguards their meal from scavengers like hyenas, but also minimizes the risk of losing it to larger predators. The diverse habitats of northern Serengeti and Lobo offer abundant resources that sustain leopards. Thick bushlands interspersed with open spaces and kopjes provide ideal hunting grounds and protection from threats. Areas near water sources become hotspots, attracting hoofed animals for drinking, thereby creating prime hunting opportunities for leopards. A leopard's prowess lies not only in its muscle, but also in its agility and unparalleled climbing skills. They can leap up to 10 feet high and cover distances of 20 feet in a single bound, key abilities for capturing prey or escaping danger. Their powerful jaws and robust muscles enable them to drag prey twice their body weight into the safety of treetops, securing their meals for days. Across the vast grasslands and dense bushlands of northern Serengeti, the rare and majestic sighting of a black rhinoceros is a moment to cherish. The black rhinoceros is one of the most ancient surviving species, with an evolutionary lineage spanning millions of years. With a global population of only about 7,000 individuals, as reported by WWF in 2023, this species is listed as critically endangered by the IUCN. The black rhinoceros, despite its imposing size, exhibits remarkable adaptability to harsh living conditions. An adult can stand between 5 and 6 feet tall at the shoulder, measure 10 to 12 feet in length, and weigh from 1,800 to 3,000 pounds. Its iconic horns, made of keratin and sometimes reaching lengths of up to 5 feet, serve as powerful tools for defense, social interaction, and territorial marking. While their thick skin protects against insect bites and scratches from thorny vegetation, it remains sensitive to sunlight. Historically widespread across sub-Saharan Africa, the range of the black rhinoceros is now restricted mainly to protected areas like Serengeti. In Lobo, they thrive in bushy woodlands and sparse grasslands, which provide ample food and open spaces for movement. The region's numerous streams and water sources are crucial during the dry season, offering the water vital for their survival. Their habitual use of specific migration corridors helps maintain ecological connectivity between fragmented habitats. In the ecosystem, black rhinos play a vital role as gardeners. By browsing on leaves and shrubs, they control excessive vegetation growth, opening up space for grasslands and creating habitats for other herbivores. The areas they frequent often serve as key ecological corridors, connecting isolated ecosystems. Additionally, their dung enriches the soil with nutrients, promoting the growth of plants and supporting the overall health of the ecosystem. Serenera, situated at the heart of Serengeti, serves as the vibrant core of this vast wilderness. At an average elevation of 4,900 feet above sea level, this region spans lush green grasslands, interspersed with ancient granite kopjes and crisscrossed by small streams winding through the landscape. Every corner of Serenera showcases an exquisite beauty, reflecting the perfect harmony of geology, climate, and life. The rich ecosystem of Serengeti is most vividly displayed in Serenera. Short and tall grasslands provide abundant sustenance for herbivores such as elephants, buffaloes, and gazelles, while the ancient granite kopjes act as natural fortresses for predators like lions and leopards. Reptiles and birds find safe shelter within the crevices of these kopjes, making them an indispensable element of Serenera's ecological structure. The Serenera River, flowing through the central region, is a vital lifeline for wildlife. During the dry season, when water becomes scarce, large herds of wildebeest, zebras, and giraffes gather around the remaining water sources, creating a dynamic and life-filled spectacle. Along the riverbanks, thriving acacia trees provide much-needed shade and serve as crucial food sources during harsh months. Hippopotamuses lounge in the deeper waters, while above, African fish eagles soar gracefully, patiently scanning the clear waters for prey. Serenera is also a convergence point for migration corridors, making it a key waypoint in the grand annual migration of millions of animals. As wildebeests, zebras, and gazelles move north and south through this region, they leave footprints in the soil and rejuvenate the grasslands by redistributing nutrients. This migration sustains the ecological cycle and provides ample opportunities for predators to thrive. Lions, cheetahs, and hyenas capitalize on the movement of prey, turning each migration journey into a gripping tale of survival and resilience. But the true ruler of Serenera's skies is the martial eagle, Africa's largest eagle. The evolutionary history of the martial eagle dates back millions of years, when birds of prey developed into masters of the skies. As a member of the Accipitridae family, this bird boasts a powerful physique, striking golden eyes and razor-sharp talons. With a body length of 30 to 38 inches, the martial eagle is not only one of the largest eagles, but also one of the most efficient aerial predators. The martial eagle's range extends across sub-Saharan Africa, from arid savannas to open lands with scattered bushes. In the south-central plains and Serenera, these eagles often nest in tall trees or rugged areas near open grasslands, offering an excellent vantage point to spot prey. Their nests, built from large branches, are massive, over 6 feet in diameter, and reused for many years. The martial eagle's hunting strategy is a combination of strength, speed, and precision. From high above, they scan for prey with their exceptional vision, capable of spotting targets from over 3 miles away. Typical prey includes guinea fowl, hares, mongoose, large birds like storks, and even small antelope such as dik-diks. When prey is spotted, the martial eagle dives at high speed, using the power of its wings and strong legs to seize its target. Its curved, sharp talons are formidable tools, capable of firmly gripping prey and even subduing animals larger than its own weight. Serengeti, one of the most renowned natural wonders in the world, is not only a symbol of biodiversity, but also a stage for the intense battles of survival among its wildlife. However, beyond the beauty and vibrancy of this ecosystem, the animals here face significant challenges stemming from natural environmental pressures and human activities. One of the most serious threats stems from the increasing human population around Serengeti. According to a 2023 UNESCO report, the population in this area has grown by 40% from 2000 to 2023. This growth has resulted in the loss of approximately 30% of ecological corridors, which are vital routes for wildlife, particularly during migration seasons. These corridors once served as natural escape routes, allowing millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles to move to areas with abundant water and food during the dry months. As these corridors shrink or become fragmented, the natural migration cycles are disrupted, leading to severe food and water shortages for these animals. Climate change has introduced significant challenges to Serengeti. Rainfall patterns have become increasingly unpredictable, directly impacting the vegetation and water sources critical to the ecosystem. The rainy season, which plays a crucial role in regenerating food sources, is no longer consistent. This creates difficulties for predators such as lions, cheetahs, and leopards, which rely on the migration of herbivores for survival. Even species like elephants and buffaloes, known as the gardeners of the ecosystem, are affected by these changes, leading to less natural regulation of vegetation growth than in the past. Poachers target rhino horns and elephant tusks, despite strong efforts from conservation organizations. The decline of these apex species not only diminishes Serengeti's iconic status, but also impacts critical ecological functions. An adult elephant can consume 300 pounds of food and drink 50 gallons of water daily, helping to sustain water sources and the balance of the ecosystem. Their absence reduces the ability to regenerate and maintain ecological cycles in the region. Human activities have also increased conflicts between people and wildlife. Lion and spotted hyena populations are often targeted to protect livestock, while large herbivores like elephants damage crops, leading locals to view them as threats. These conflicts exacerbate pressure on wildlife and strain the relationship between humans and nature. Serengeti continues to tell the story of life, but its new chapters are becoming increasingly complex, filled with challenges yet brimming with hope. This land stands as a testament to the power of nature, but also serves as a reminder of humanity's responsibility to protect this precious heritage. Over the past 2 decades, conservation efforts have yielded remarkable results. The ecological corridors, which had been severely diminished, have been restored, with over 1,200 square miles of land protected since 2015. This has increased the success rate of annual migrations, especially for wildebeest and zebra, by up to 25%, while significantly reducing the number of animals dying from being trapped in fragmented areas. Modern technologies like drones and GPS have reduced poaching activities by 40%, according to UNESCO in 2023. These tools not only enable timely detection of illegal activities, but also help monitor the movements of species like elephants and black rhinoceroses, ensuring better protection. Community conservation programs, such as the Serengeti Community Project, have provided economic support to local populations, reducing human-wildlife conflicts by 30%. Water restoration efforts in Serenera and other streams have increased water availability by 20%, sufficient to sustain large species like buffalo and elephants. Meanwhile, sustainable tourism policies have minimized environmental impacts, helping to protect over 300,000 migrating zebra that pass through the region annually. These efforts have not only boosted the lion population by 15%, but also supported the survival of endangered species like the black rhinoceros. Serengeti, through comprehensive conservation strategies, is reshaping its future by preserving life and creating a sustainable legacy for future generations. Serengeti is not only a symbol of Africa's wild nature, but also a reminder of our collective responsibility toward the environment. Let's act together to protect this precious ecosystem. Every small contribution matters. Avoid using wildlife products, support conservation organizations, or participate in environmental education programs. Choose a sustainable lifestyle, spread awareness, and join in preserving Serengeti and the planet's wonders for future generations. If you've ever visited Serengeti, feel free to share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. Your stories can inspire and motivate further conservation efforts, safeguarding ecosystems for future generations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on more amazing adventures. You can also continue exploring the survival journeys of wildlife in other regions with Wild Savanna. Stories of Africa's fiercest predators, or Wild Savanna. The migration journey and challenges in the land of predators.